Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Random Riff. And today, I'm gonna be answering a commonly asked question about that is very asked all the time. What's the difference? Is that a wasp or is that a bee? So, by the way, about this, I saw a nest of yellow jacket wasps, and the wasps here are gonna be about yellow jacket wasps, and it's also gonna be about honeybees because this is honeybee I have. So, wasps versus bees. What's the difference? The size also matters. Wasps, as you can see in the picture, it looks like they have bigger abdomens, right? And the honeybee has a smaller abdomen. So, when this is like this, that means that's a big. It's still a big. It's really not a big difference. So, and about bees, you can see here, their bodies are very fuzzy. Like, look at here, it's fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzzy. But if you look at the wasp, it doesn't look like it has that much fuzziness. But bees are very fuzzy. And also, look here. Here, as you can see, the wasps have thinner legs. It's way more thin, like as you can see. And then here, it looks like a bee has bigger, has thicker legs. And these things right here at the bottom of the legs, it's 1 second. It's a pollen brush, a pollen brush. So it's supposed to like brush the pollen. This is its mouth, its eyes, its antennas, the legs, and also, sorry guys, and also right here, as you can see, I took this as oval circle and I put it on the bee's body, and it kind of covers the whole bee's like round part. And if I put it on the wasp though, it doesn't really fit not that much, right? Not that around. This is like kind of way ovalish, too ovalish. It's not rounded. It's not that round because bees are rounder than this. So yes, sorry for all that sound. I'm gonna put this back. And also, back to this, as you can see, right here, this is called a pollen basket. It's where it keeps all its pollen, and when it takes the pollen from the flowers. And here it's its abdomen, like I said, the abdomen. Right here, I'm gonna tell you about the abdomen. Oh, and right there, this is like how it is. So bees also, and wasps are really different. Bees, which can sting only once, the process is ultimately fatal to them. Wasps can sting multiple times and buzz merely away, assuming they aren't crushed by their outraged victims. Yes, this meaning that bees can only sting once. Why? This is why it says the process is ultimately fatal to them. When a bee stings somebody, it's connected. The stinger is kind of connected with the intestines. So when this happens, I think it was the intestine. I'm not sure, guys. Look this up. In the intestines, it's like comes out and it stays in the victim's body, and then the bees try to fly away. But if they aren't crushed by their victims, well, they can only sting once because when they finish stinging somebody, the bees, they die because their intestines could go with them. But wasps can sting multiple times and just leave normally. But if they're not killed by the person they stung, that would happen. Sometimes that will happen for me. That would happen for me. I would do that. I would basically crush it because they're just kind of annoying. They don't really do much. No offense to the wasp community, but it's not that bad. But I also have a nest right close to my home, so I'm gonna show you guys in a short. So, oh, the bee just left. Wow. A difference between the bees lies in their body structure and hairiness. Bees, such as bumblebees and honeybees, typically possess robust rounded bodies, like I showed you, covered in dense branching hairs, giving them a fuzzy appearance. This hair helps them collect pollen, a primary food source for their larvae. In contrast, wasps generally have more slender, streamlined bodies with a pronounced narrow waist, where the thorax connects to the abdomen. Their bodies usually appear smooth and shiny with minimal hair, as they do not collect pollen. This means that bees, such as bumblebees and honeybees, like I showed you guys this already, is that they like here the body is way more fuzzy for a honeybee, but for this it's not that fuzzy. And it's like they say that it's like a bit more slender waist. If you hear how I'm saying it, they're way more like slender bodies, technically, but they kind of look much the same because it's only like a little bit farther away. And here's the mouth for the wasp. And then then for wasps they do not collect a pollen because they don't have that much like hair on them because they do not collect pollen like this is. And pollen is a very good food source for the larvae. Larvae means like they're babies, but we call them larvae for the insects. That's how it is. Because the hair on a bee helps them collect pollen. So it makes them easier for them to get the pollen. It is a key physical distinction. Further visual cues include leg structure and coloration. Bees often have thicker legs, sometimes flattened with specialized pollen baskets. Scientific name is corbiculæ for carrying pollen back to their nests. Wasps typically feature thinner, more cylindrical legs that do not possess such pollen collecting adaptations. While both can display black and yellow patterns, bee coloration tends to be more muted, with duller yellows or brown-yellow tones, whereas wasps often exhibit brighter, more vibrant yellow and black stripes. This means that in the visual cues of a wasp, and for the difference of a bee and a wasp, is the coloration and the leg structure. So basically this means that wasps are way more colorful because they're black and white. I mean, their black and yellow patterns make them way more like vibrant yellows, blacks in those black stripes. But and the bees coloration means more muted, means that it's they're like way more duller. They don't really like have a shiny color body because the yellows are like duller brown and brown mixed with yellow. But wasps are different. So whenever you see a wasp or a bee, you'll be like, look at the wasp. Like if you don't have to look at it, just obviously there's gonna be a difference. When you see a wasp, it's pretty easy to see their yellow and their yellow and black stripes. It's way more easy instead for a bee. But for a bee, you just need to look at the colors, and stuff. You need to look at that. You also look at their like legs, but they're pretty small. And yeah, because wasps have thinner bodies, they say, and bees have like fatter bodies. I don't know. The behavior and the differences of their habitat. Beyond physical appearances, bees and wasps exhibit different behaviors and nesting preferences. Bees are primarily herbivorous, relying on nectar for energy and pollen for their protein, which they use to feed to their young. Their foraging behavior is typically observed around flowers, where they are actively engaged in pollination. Many bee species, including honeybees, are generally non-aggressive and will only sting when provoked or to defend their hive. This means that this is like for bees, it's very different. Their behavior, they're way more like kind. They're kinder. They mind their own business. They don't put themselves on other people for no reason, except if you have like something sweet or something like a flower or something. But that's still not your body. That's something like an object or something edible. But so basically, bees are way more calmer. They're chill guys. I mean, like chill guys, chill girls. I don't know, like because there's female wasps and male wasps, so they're just chill for the bees. The bees are just chill, but for the wasps, oh, they're like raging all the time. Sometimes they mind their own business. Sometimes they're raging at you. Like always, I'm at school. There's always that one wasp circling around me, like kind of wanting to bite me, getting close to me and stuff. Like it's very annoying. Not gonna lie, I'm telling you, wasps are very annoying. And bees are not aggressive. They will only sting when provoked, feel endangered, or need to defend their hive. They defend their hive because they need to protect their queen. Because if the queen dies, that equals no babies, and no babies equals no bees, and no bees equals no honey. No honey equals no honey for us. So they also protect that. It's protected for them. It's a whole line. It's a whole line of things. Like, yeah. Many of those bee species, including honeybees, are generally non-aggressive and will only sting when provoked or to defend their hive. They will not sting you. Bees will not sting you if you just walk past them and don't annoy them. Mind your own business and mind the bees' business. Okay. Wasps, in contrast, they have a more varied diet, acting as predators and scavengers, attracted to sugary foods or protein. This predatory nature means they're often seen around eating areas or garbage. I saw them at my public trash can, where there were like a bunch of them there. I could even put something in the trash without being like or being around them a lot. Especially in late summer when their food preferences shift. While some wasp species are social, so like God and stuff, others are solitary. Like the wasp I have close to the wasp nest I have, they're pretty much more solitary. But still, and many social wasps can be more aggressive. Yeah, it doesn't make that sense. Particularly when they're defending their nest. Yeah. Most bees construct nests from wax, which is pretty strong, finding hollow trees or man-made hives. While your wasps typically build paper-like nests from chewed wood fibers mixed with saliva, which can be found hanging on their eaves or on underground cavities. This means that basically bees try to like a lot, like find to have like a lot of strength on them. They do it with wax, but paper like nests, wasps. Are you serious? Like that could be very weak. It's still very strong. Like wind can blow a lot, and then sometimes they don't even break because the wasps are smart enough to make it big enough. But I have no idea when they're chewing, and then they start chewing those things. So basically, yeah, wasps are more aggressive, and bees are way more kinder. This basically means. And wasps are pretty much predators. They always eat like other bugs, like cockroaches and stuff. But I don't think they mess with ants because when they mess with ants, it doesn't end good. You don't want to know how that happens. Maybe I'll make a video. So here's a bunch of types of bees. This is the sweat bee, Halicus, the digger bee, Entroporula, the sweat bee, small sweat bee. Yes, Lasio, Glossum diaractus, green sweat bee, Agapostamon, small carpenter bee, Seritina, leaf cutter bee, Ashmediella, mining bee, Andrina, fairy bee, Perdita, mason bee, osmia, polyester bee, collectis, European honeybee, Apis mellifera. So the sweat bee kind of looks like a wasp, but obviously just not that much, not that much differences. And this is a honeybee with their pollen baskets. And here's one thing I'm gonna tell you guys. There's many types of wasps in a yellow jacket. This is yellow jacket. But the most dangerous wasps that you don't want to mess with is the tarantula hawk. It's mostly found in the US. It kills tarantulas, bugs that are bigger than them, and with one bite for a human, they could kill you. They're also very poisonous. Yeah. So look, the more cylindering legs, and the antennas are also more cylinder, and they also look way more aggressive. Not gonna lie, in the face of wasps, like they look way more aggressive than the bees. The bees looks like cute. Well, here's what the pollen baskets is. Like behind the leg. We humans, we can't carry anything like behind our legs, except if it's like a bag we stick with tape or something. We can't carry anything like inside our legs. Well, bees are also very strong. Like sometimes they not sometimes they always eat the giant hornets. Then they mess with their nest. The bee with the honey, the bee nest, or the bee. They all come together. How do you do that? It's very crazy. They choke the Asian hornets. They choke them and put them in and make them heated up, make them sweat, and then make them like die from like a heat. And then if they don't die from that, the bee starts stinging and stinging and stinging and stinging again and again and again and again until the hornet dies. I've seen some videos. It's really weird. But for ants, I don't know, but they can beat down like a lot of big predators. They beat down like those grasshoppers. They beat down like it's like the more poisonous spider. A little hit ant nest can literally kill it. So yeah, guys. So bees and wasps are different, guys. Remember everything. Bees and wasps look different. This is a bee. These are bees, guys. And let me go find a picture of a wasp for you, like a tarantula hawk wasp. Look, guys, tarantula hawk, right here. This is a tarantula hawk wasp, the most dangerous wasp in the world. Very dangerous wasp. There are many types of wasps. I'm gonna also put types of wasps because I didn't get to put it in my presentation. Types of wasps. Look, these are like a. This is like a yellow. I think this is a yellow jacket. Okay, look at them. This is the wasps. European paper wasp. Paper wasp. This is a German yellow jacket. A bald-faced hornet. A European hornet, which is not. I don't think it's a wasp. It's a hornet. Types wasps. Oh my god, I keep writing it wrong. And there's a bunch of types of wasps here. A common wasp, which is a yellow jacket, pretty sure. A northern paper wasp, a European hornet, a red paper wasp. These are social wasps, guys. Coyote wasp, cicada killer wasp, bald-faced hornet, Asian giant hornet, German yellow jacket, European paper wasp, Western yellow jacket. I have a Western yellow jacket. Goes my executor wasp, solitary wasp, cicada killer wasp, blue-winged wasp, four-toothed mason wasp, great black wasp, blue mud dauber wasp, mammoth wasp, red wasp, Oregon pipe mud dauber, cow killer wasp, blue-winged wasp. Wasps, there's so much types. I cannot keep up with the type of wasps, guys. There's so much, guys. There's so much. So guys, I guess this is it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you learned something new. Share this video with your friends. Share it. I'm telling you, share it. Share it, guys. And thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video or next short. Bye, guys. Check out my last short. It's about my friend. Check it out. Check it out. Thank you, guys.